Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D, 1/3 of the podcast GFT Radio Show.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles from the GFT Radio Show. Just letting you know you can catch us every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern.
And to get some merch, I got some on right now. Go to teesprings.com/stores/GFT Radio.
Grown Folk Talk Radio. Join the conversation. Let's have some fun. Holla at us.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles in the building. Welcome to GFT Radio Show. It is December 28th, 2020, last Monday of December, last Monday of 2020. Sunny, 2020, almost over. Say
Fuck
what up.
2020. What up, everybody? Fuck 2020. I need a shirt that say fuck 2020.
Right.
I think we need to make a shirt that says that, like, for real. 'Cause I think everybody feels that way about 2020.
I'm about to say exactly. Well, we got a whole new year to look forward to, so I'm not sure if it's going to be.
I'm apprehensive about being happy about it.
You said what?
I'm apprehensive about whether or not how I should feel about this new year.
Right. Hey, Keela, thanks for joining as usual. Keela's one of our super fans.
Hey, Keela.
Definitely been turning up with us most of 2020, so definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, shout out to you guys. I just went live in our group too.
Yeah, I heard. We're gonna have to talk about that after this. I heard about it. I didn't see it, so I just heard about it. But yeah, so today is, like I said, the last Monday of 2020, and it's definitely our last show of 2020. So we are doing the 2020 wrap up. We titled it "2020 is finally over." I know we got a couple more days, but for us, this is about to be over. This is about to be it for
our last podcast.
Episodes. And I've been working on migrating our podcast to a whole new platform. So I had to redo a bunch of stuff with our podcast audio files. Found out we're actually in season 6. Didn't realize.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've been doing this for a long time.
How old now?
Huh?
Feel like our baby.
I know, our baby growing up. Already in kindergarten.
Out of the toddler stage.
Exactly.
Twos.
And it has definitely grown year over year. So we're going to talk about a lot of that today. We're going to also talk about favorite episodes from this year. We're going to talk about things that we want to do next year, things that we want to do just in the future. So, hopefully you guys enjoy the show, enjoy the conversations as we have them. It's going to be basically a freestyle show, but, we're going to touch on some topics, some things that you guys have liked, things that you probably didn't like, and, and hopefully we'll be making some improvements in the near future here. So, and don't forget, we do have the merch giveaway coming up very shortly. We're going to give away, what are we giving away, Sonny?
Jesus, wait a minute. I'm getting caught up with the thing trying to wake
You're going to get a wrinkled GFT radio shirt.
It's going to be ironed before I ship it out. But
she's going to get you straightened up.
It's a size large. I'm going to iron it. I just hung it up in the closet, took it out the bag. It's fresh out the bag.
Fresh out the bag. So
a large GFT radio, our logo shirt.
Bet. So large GFT radio show logo shirt. Now the way that we're pulling the names tonight is we're going to use participants on our GFT radio show group over on Facebook called Join the Conversation. So make sure you guys join the conversation. Go over to the Facebook group, sign up or join the group and start participating.
And add people,
commenting, posting your own questions, and then you'll be entered to win future merchandise. So all the current participants are going to be in our drawing tonight. So we're going to do that and get them all situated with a new long GFT radio show shirt. So no doubt. Looks like we got Silky Dame in the building. What up, though, bro?
What you say about shirts?
Oh, you got a hoodie on? What you got a hoodie on?
Yeah, special hoodie.
These comments are fire.
These comments
Teespring. Teespring.
You know what? I can't with him.
I miss you, Sonny.
We got merch on too. Y'all know I could be real petty. That's my shirt.
Oh yeah, I got on our protect our boys just like we protect our girls.
Yeah. So we're also Yeah. So right now we're going to be giving away logo shirts. Eventually we're going to be giving away shirts that are like with our favorite sayings that we say throughout the podcast. We always add in different shirts. I know. So the next go around we're going to be doing we got like 4 of our logo merch right now, and then we'll order more to give away shirts like these because people always ask us about our shirts, especially our Protect Our Boys. Just like we protect our girls, the shirt that's a popular shirt. Of course, for us females, y'all know we can be real petty, but I should make a male shirt because y'all could be petty too.
Right.
But
True
us
that.
females, PhD and petty.
PhD and petty, right? No doubt, no doubt. So, how are we going to get started? You want to do our the things that we accomplished this year, or do you want to go straight to favorite shows from the year?
What you want to say that things that we accomplished? You said.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm down for that. What we did new this year that we didn't do last year.
Right. So first things first.
Yes. We're here.
Right here. Live stream.
Hey, Christina. Yes.
So
it took us a while to figure this one out because if you listened to us before, you were loyal listeners. You called us back. We were on Blog Talk Radio, do a half-hour shows all the way up to hour, and then our hour and a half shows. That was you got to listen in. You were able to call in too. We always had shows where you could interact with us, but this was more based on you couldn't see us. And so once we upgraded and got Twitter and IG, we eventually got to do IG Lives and saw the interaction we got with that. And then we were thinking of ways to do that. I think COVID was a big thing a big push for us to get to where we are right now, this platform. And I think it's better for us. I think viewers like it more because they get to see us. Like before you got to hear us interact with each other, stuff like that. Even though we're not physically around each other, you can see our interaction with each other. It's just like if we were on the phone, but we're here. You can see us, and we still as petty as we were over the phone and over the stream of the sound. But now you get to see us interact and talk junk, be shady with each other. It's like a family. We're like a family, so you get to see us interact like brother and sisters or long distance cousins we ain't really want, but we stuck with. Now we playing, but like those types of things. So it was, and then we got to see how much you guys liked it, like seeing us every day. For whatever y'all like seeing our faces. So
right, no doubt.
That was like the biggest change for this year.
Yeah, that was like you said, that was a huge change. Being able to bring our visuals to you,
hey girl,
being able to share comments. I mean, the interactions, like you said, are the biggest things that we wanted to do for our listeners and now our viewers. And
we didn't want it just to be us.
Right, exactly.
To join the conversation.
Exactly. No doubt. What up, Smooth?
Hey, Smooth.
What's going on?
Yeah, sorry about that. Just got your message. I was on the show already, so
yeah.
I tried to send it a couple minutes before the show. I realized I had hold on.
Okay.
I think you had a whole moment.
I know, right?
We're judging you harshly, and only playing.
Delay.
Oh,
no problem. Yeah, we can hear you good though. But yeah,
I was listening to y'all. See, like right now, I'm hearing. I'm like 2 seconds behind.
Oh.
Maybe try to refresh or something, because we can see you. Your sync is good. But yeah, so that was the biggest thing, is being able to bring our visuals to you guys. Another big thing that we started doing was these additional side shows from the Styles Radio Takeover to the Twitch gaming. So we've been doing a lot of different things, and we're definitely going to be bringing. Hey, Joy.
Also, distancing and chill. What's good too?
Lakeisha, how y'all doing? Glad to have y'all on as well.
Yeah, but also our social distancing and chill. When we first were quarantined, we were doing way more shows because we were just quarantining, sipping, and just like our freestyle show, just living our best life. While y'all can look at us.
Yeah, we're doing 2 shows a week. Doing a lot more IG lives. So definitely was bringing a lot of content. We definitely did a lot of different things, did a lot of experimentation with the platform in general. So and if anybody notices, you probably don't, but I got an eye for that kind of thing. I even did a little bit of new design for the night show. So it's gonna be our new design going forward. So definitely hopefully you guys like that as well. So we're always trying to improve, always trying to do new
Yeah.
things. 2020 brought a lot of challenges, like Sonny said, not being able to do a lot of things outside of just being at home. So it gave us some opportunities to kind of just, buckle down and just do some bigger things, including our commercial. That's the ad that you see at the beginning of every show, doing the YouTube commercial, doing a lot more promotion, including our GFT radio show group join the conversation. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the Facebook group as well. And well, yeah, I'm always still out in these streets for sure. I'm actually in these streets right now. So
Lord Jesus.
so yeah, so I am not at home in Detroit. I left Dame back in Detroit so he can hold it down. I'm in Florida. So
that's why I heard dishes being washed while I was like, what is going on? Who washing dishes?
Right, no doubt.
They done had a whole 4-course meal. She was busting subs. I ain't mad. Hey, girl.
No doubt.
Nah, but that was definitely. I think that's definitely the dopest addition we had outside of the group is doing the where y'all can see us.
Yep.
That was the biggest thing for 2020 for us. I don't know. I'm curious to know how you guys like our streaming now. I mean, I know we get the viewers and stuff, but how do you guys like it for those who watched us, who listened to us before and couldn't see us, and now that you can? I want to know how that was for you guys.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying that much more. Smooth. Anything else you want to add in terms of things that we changed from last year or improved on or did differently, or even just some other things outside of the show that we've done in 2020?
Like I said, y'all pretty much touched on everything. I like, all this started from IG Live. You feel me? We was doing like y'all said, we was doing Blog Talk Radio, and then you feel me? I think one of us suggested let's do some IG Lives so the people could actually see us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So because from my perspective, I've always felt like we can get more interaction, we can get more views from people seeing us instead of hearing, most people don't just like to listen to people talk. They want to see you. You feel me? Be able to judge you that way, so to speak.
Yeah, that relationship and that bond with your co-host and all that.
So
it feels more personable.
Yeah. So from there, once we started doing the IG Live, after that first one, I kind of miss doing them too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we should get back to doing a couple IG Lives, 20-minute, 30-minute shows. So the people, because a lot of people on there that was interacting with us there, I noticed not really interacting on because some of them don't have Facebook or they're not on YouTube. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I noticed when we was doing that, we was getting a lot of interaction there, and then we came up. What's up, Britt? We came up with the idea about, I had suggested Zoom, and then Willie was like, well, what about StreamYard? You know what I mean? So we went with StreamYard, and now we're here. You feel me?
Here.
I like this. Y'all started the discussion group on Facebook, which I thought was cool. Get more people interacting with that. I think we need to work on our. You already know how I feel about our website. So
yeah,
I'm working on that. I was just talking about that.
He just come out how he doing it.
I'm working on.
Wait, this is my first time hearing about this.
It's coming together real nice. I'm almost there. I'm like really close to hitting the switch, and we're gonna have a brand new website platform and podcast platform to work off of. And hopefully everybody enjoys it, and it's going to definitely give us a lot more capabilities to stay on top of our podcasting, as well as our blogging, as well as our content in general. So you guys are going to have a whole new home to find GFT Radio Show and be able to get all of our content all in one place.
Yeah, I think that would be definitely dope. I think we more to what Clint was saying. He wanted us to do more on the site. So not only will we be hosting our content, we can also do what we do on our regular blogs too, and add some of our content on there. So you're just not getting, you're getting it all. You're getting bits and pieces of us individually, and then us collectively.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Exactly.
So you're getting bits and pieces. So Willie thing is tech and music. Not to say Clint's not either, but Clint more is like sports and writing and poetry, more of that. And he does amazing interviews on his own website. Me, I'm more of an all over the place. My emotions, poetry, and anything. So you kind of get all of us in one area, but you can also see it separately too. So kind of get more into getting to know us. And I think that's what brings more people to us, because it's like if you can identify with somebody on whatever level it is, it brings more of that okay, this person is somewhat like me. I can identify with them. So now I want to go see what they do, what their thoughts of this, that, and third. So we can all be like, you can kind of understand us more outside of the podcast. For those that just watch the podcast, you can get to know us outside of this.
Right.
And that brings like everything kind of full circle. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. So no doubt. So let's get into favorite shows. You guys have some favorite shows that stuck out in your mind from this past year that really either touched you or you enjoyed doing?
My favorite one was the second, I believe, IG Live we did. Mm-hmm. I don't necessarily remember the topic, to be honest with you. I think we just freestyled. That was the social distancing drill. Where I popped up over Sunny crib.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, we was lit that night too. That was fun.
Yeah. I thought that was one of my favorite shows right there. For me personally, because like I said, I personally feel like those shows right there in particular, those IG Lives, sparked this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sparked the expansion. You feel me? And like those that one right there in particular, I thought was fun. It was great conversation, and we was great interacting with the people. You feel me? They was commenting, giving us ideas and stuff. So that's one of the shows, one of the nights that we did that stuck out to me personally. I'm trying to look through now, see what other shows that we did. There's been so many of them. You feel me? Because we spit them out, and I had to take a break for a minute because
we was doing a lot, and that it was a lot. It was a lot more demanding. I think more than we've ever done before.
Right.
But it was like one of those hit the ground running type of thing, and that brought more people to us. At the beginning, hey Jazz, it's my sissy. Hey sissy.
And then the show I was on recently, excuse me, with the financial education, with Willie Peoples, that I can't remember their name.
Marlon Johnson
gave me a shout out.
Marlon, yeah.
You feel me? I thought that was a dope show. Thought that was a dope show. That was a real informative show. I felt like they gave out even the first show that they did that I wasn't on, I watched it. They gave out great information. And that was one of my things coming into this year. If y'all remember that I talked about at the end of last year, I wanted to get into more promoting businesses, talking more about businesses, talking more about financial literacy. And like they were on point. Especially
I think that was during our Black History Month. We was highlighting Black businesses and different things. Was that during that time?
No. This was just recently when Will had
okay, that was the last one. Okay.
Yeah, and she was breaking down about how you should use your credit cards, and it's like those financial.
Yeah, she was doing that.
Yeah, so those like those little tidbits of information that she was giving, that the brother was giving, he was real cool too. Both of them was real cool. You know what I mean? Like that was one of my favorite shows. I think that was like maybe my second show back after my hiatus.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It was really dope for that to be like really my I don't think you were on that night, Sonny.
No, I don't think I was that night. Yeah. I think I missed that night, but I know which one you were talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they was on one time before and I missed them then. And when
because we were all on that first time they came. Yeah.
Yeah, right. When they came back,
I was on my phone that day. I can remember I kept taking myself out by accident.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was just super. I thought that show was just super dope. And I liked, I just liked the the informative shows for me are always the best shows where we could give people information, give people some knowledge. You know what I mean? Because I always feel like those shows are way more important, even though the other one we were just talking, having fun about topics, sex and all that type stuff. All that's cool and fun or what have you. But when we get to really
have
give
those
people
real
information,
conversations,
that lasts a lifetime. Those are shows that I really cherish the most.
No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I think I enjoyed the last investment, the Money Matters show we just did. As far as investing, we talked about new investing, like what you guys were giving out, different apps and stuff we could download that could help us with investing. What type of I believe it was who was it? It was Don Bucks and I think it was Marlon. Was it Marlon? No, it wasn't Marlon. It was the other guy that you know, Willie.
Yeah, it was Don and Rashonda was there. Yeah, it was that show. Yeah.
And they were talking about like they were breaking it down to different things that you don't really, I mean, because we had shows like that before, but they were like breaking it down about like just understanding, like in doing your research on different things. I downloaded the app off of that. I've been doing so far so good on this app, still learning it, but still learning a bit of it, but like the gist of it, I got it. And you know, it has like little details where they explain to you certain things. And you can research it for yourself about different things and how to earn other money and stuff like that. So it's really dope. And for new investors like me that's trying to invest outside of the normal investing world, like you don't really know it, so you got to like research it for yourself. Right. I think that was dope to kind of get that idea of, because I had a conversation with somebody right after that, and they ended up downloading the app, and we started talking about it. And now every so often we have those conversations, and I'm like, yeah, well, I do this, and I'm thinking about upping my dollar amount I do monthly to kind of, you know, see more of a profit for later on and stuff, like, and, you know, how it's investing and stuff. So that's kind of dope. But I also I can't say I don't love the game nights. The game nights be hilarious. The commentary is bananas for me. The game nights be like that. What is that, Seth?
Right. Yeah.
I'm here for the GFT radio game night. What in the devil? Well, you know, our game nights are, I don't know, like they're something of itself because they're hilarious. It's always some foolery going on. It's a lot of alcohol if you're playing with us. It's a lot of alcohol by the time of the night. Everybody's lit and it's comical. It's ridiculously comical how that night ends, but it's all in good fun. So that's to me are my top favorite of this year.
Yeah, I have to agree that actually, you know what, let me let Dame go. I'll let Dame go and then I'll go ahead. Go ahead, Dame.
Game night, number one, most memorable. I don't know where that came from. I also like the informative shows, the shows that help each other out, the ones that help us be better people. We can see different points of views from Sonny's point of view, probably agreeing on the same angle, but coming from a different angle. I'm sorry. Like maybe it's a different reason why XYZ, maybe relationships, which Clint doesn't like.
So tired of them damn shows.
No, y'all have to know. Like, spoiler alert, y'all like just a little bit of tea. Like when we text about show topics, Clint like, I don't want to talk about relationships no more. I'm tired of that shit. But it'd be funny because we be coming about different topics from different ways, and Clint be like, I'm tired, I'm done. Fuck this shit. I'm not gonna be on.
I'm still waiting for me and Clint to get together so we can do our sports topic one day. Sports show. Willie Styles takeover. I'll be chilling. I'll be up here listening to music, doing what I got to do. You know, putting the kids to sleep. Willie Styles playing all the good albums.
What up, Kiwan? What's good, bro?
Thanks for joining us.
But my favorite ones are the comments.
The comments be yo.
Yeah. The comments definitely.
The comments depending on the show, the comments.
Yes.
Yeah. Between I mean, let's just call it what it is. Keela, Rasheen, rather.
Joy.
Brittany.
And sometimes Brittany, she in her bag. Sometimes Brittany, she in her bag.
We get some amazing comments. out of our star pupils.
The Killer came in one time. No, one time it was the Killer and Rashid take over the comments. Like one night, I don't know what night. I think it was one of our game nights. The Killer and Rashid.
We lost 10 pounds.
Like they were on the roll. Like we should have just posted their comments and shut the hell up the whole night.
No,
they won MVP for that night. Like they was the most valuable players on that team because they were all by themselves. We were sitting there just like, what the fuck is going on?
No doubt. Yeah. So hands down, game nights for me were always fun. Always enjoyed the interactions from the crowd, getting them involved, as well as we always would either have, like we had Brittany and her friend came on one game night.
That night was fun.
So we had them on one night. I think Joy came on another game night. So we always have a lot of fun, a lot of great times, a lot of laughing and everything. So it's those are some of my favorite shows. Of course, my Styles Radio takeovers, just because.
Of course, you were going to say that.
I get to spotlight. What I want to do.
Joy say you look so serious.
But my favorite Styles.
I'm tired, Joy. I'm tired.
You said what's that?
No, Joy said Smooth looks so serious. He always looks serious. We just had a meeting with him. We was like, "You want to yell at us?"
My favorite Styles takeover show was the show where Smooth and Dame showed up to it.
Oh, so it's not when I showed up? Okay.
You too, but the one, it was like literally the whole show. We just did the show together, and even though it was a Styles takeover, they came on and we did the entire show.
Right.
But yeah, the other Styles takeover, you came on. Clint actually came on later on that night. Yeah, so
Clint was everybody took on that show.
No, that's the night everybody took turns, popping in and out. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, everybody took turns popping in and out. I had a lot of fun on that one too, because that one was kind of impromptu. So I definitely enjoy shows that are impromptu, that things just pop up and happen. Of course, when we have our guests on, when we've had Britt, when we've had Rashonda, when we've had Marlon and his wife Erica.
Christine came on with her book. Joy came on a couple times with us.
Oh yeah. I seen him, Joy. I said hi to him. So definitely, enjoy any show that we get our guests on, interacting with us directly here on the show. And then of course, like everybody else said, our quarantine and chill shows. I mean, we were going 3, 4, 5 hours on some of those shows.
Yeah, we was going in. Yawn in the middle, like
no
I
job.
Sleep.
Yeah, doing
no job.
Money, literacy shows, the financial literacy shows, and the credit show, as well as the even the show. Now, another great show that we had, we actually did kind of an interview / book release show, was with Christine Mayo. She came on the show, introduced her book to us. We actually got to buy copies of the book and read them before she came on, so we were able to talk to her about the book. And just kind of chop it up. I'll send you guys the link. So it's one of those things where being able to interact with folks and being able to like we say spotlight businesses, spotlight different events, all that kind of thing. That's definitely some of the things that I definitely enjoy doing, and we all take pride in, is being able to promote Black businesses.
Absolutely,
we're gonna get doing more of that too.
Yeah, especially we got February coming up. We need to line up shows to have people come on.
Even before February, you know what I mean? Because like I remember when you were shouting out the if you'll remember, like before we went live, you shout out Vince with his Tough Wear. You remember Vince was my first one.
Yeah.
That
I shouted out. He couldn't be on the show that night, but I had.
Oh, we definitely. I talked to him because I bought something off him. I said he definitely got to come on. I told him he definitely got to do it.
And I want to do more people, not just people that's doing like businesses, people that's doing good in the community, people that's doing positive things in the community. Whether they out
I definitely
there,
want to get my couple people on here.
Like whether they out there where Willie and Damon them at, if they got people, they know people that's in the community doing positive, dope things in the community. I want to highlight them as well. that's one of the things that sparked me doing my interviews on my blog. It's like we get so much negative info about what's going on in the hood and in these inner city communities. We'll never get the positives that come out of it. So I always want to highlight some of the positives. So I think that's one thing that we started doing, that we're trending in the right direction, that we should be doing more of, just highlighting people that's doing positive things in the community. It ain't always got to be about business or a money move, which is good, which is dope. You know what I mean? We like to support businesses, but I also just want to promote people that's doing positive things, making a positive impact, whether it's helping kids, helping the other elderly, whether it's just cleaning up the community, whether it's just doing, you know what I mean, all types of different things. You feel me?
Right. No doubt. Well, it's 10:30, so I want to go and do the merchandise giveaway. So everybody that's looking out for, if you're going to win this, definitely we're about to do that right now. Here we go.
Am I eligible?
You said what?
It's everybody in the group except for
except for you, Dane, because you're kind of like a co-host. that would be cheating, Dane. You've been here too many times. So I've already entered all the names.
I can fix that.
Into the name, the random name generator. And so we're just going to go ahead and pick a random name here. And our winner will be...
Oh, I know him. That's Bass. I know him.
Okay.
I let him know he won.
All right. No doubt. Britain Stroman. All right. So basically what I did is I just put all the names of people who participate all the time in our join the conversation group. So make sure you join the conversation, participate in commenting, posting, interacting with everybody else on there, and you can get entered to win merchandise as well. So definitely join the conversation, and you can be a winner too. Show them what they're winning again, Sonny.
I'm posting in the group one. Want a long sleeve
GFT Radio Show logo shirt. So definitely look out for that to hit the mailbox soon, Britain.
Thanks, Vanna White.
Yeah, I posted in the group, so hopefully he'll hit us up.
All right, no doubt. Round of applause.
Congratulations, yes. Don't worry, guys. We'll have more givers. Hi, Aisha. That's my cousin.
Aisha is like star pupil over at the GFT Radio Show.
Yes.
Join the conversation group. She's over there posting questions all the time, interacting with everybody, commenting. So definitely shout out to Aisha. Appreciate you for doing all the leg work over there on the group.
She been hit the ground running.
She hit the ground running before the ground was even there. I found questions in the page that she was posted before we even got the group up. So shout out to Aisha for always being on top of things.
That's my cousin.
No doubt. So yeah, I mean, even the join the conversation group, the biggest thing I've been enjoying over there is the variety of different questions that we have. A lot of relationship questions, a lot of personal improvement questions, a lot of fun questions. I mean, we posted a couple questions today about movies, about something about a wish or something, and a couple other things.
That was an old post that people were still commenting. I posted that a while ago. People was commenting.
I know, it was like 4 days ago.
Well, that's the beauty. See, that's the beauty of the group, is that those old topics can come back up. See, that was the one thing we had a challenge with here on the show, is that, getting people to comment on old shows is always a challenge. But when you have a group like that, people will go back and see those questions and want to answer them and get involved.
Yeah, especially we had new people join. So this week, today, I was saying that I was kind of on my vacation and chill mode today. I had a paid day off. So I was enjoying not doing nothing.
Right, no doubt.
Like I posted in the group, but
Yeah, no doubt. So yeah, we appreciate you too, Aisha. Definitely appreciate you.
Yes. Keep them questions and stuff coming.
Yes, indeed. So what's next?
I have a question. So what would be, if you had to pick, I want to say one show. If you had to pick, I know this is going to be like a dig for everybody, but if you had to pick any 2 topics. I'm gonna say 2 because I was gonna say 5. Any 2 topics that you want to touch back on again and do a round 2 on, which ones would it be?
Well, the first one, because I was just about to mention this before y'all did that, is the one that we did is your parenting. The one where we did was your parenting up for public opinion when you make it. Y'all remember that show?
Yes.
Yeah.
Vaguely.
You know, I mean, that was one. Yeah, because I think it was around that time when D Wade and his
posted about his son. Yeah,
and it was like, if you publicly post your parenting things, are you up for
public opinion?
Does the public have
scrutiny.
the right to put their opinion on it? I thought that was one. I think we should retouch that. You know what I mean? Because I thought that was a dope show, but we didn't do that live.
Yeah, and plus we also add in the public discipline. You know how parents are shaming their kids now?
Yeah, discipline shaming. Yep.
So we can bring that into the new year with one of those topics. Yep.
That's a good one, Clint.
I'm gonna write this down. Wait a minute. Let me get a pen and paper.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that was because I would love to hear. We kind of touched on it on I think I forget what topic on. Like I said, we've been doing so many shows recently. We kind of touched on it, but you know, I think all the parenting shows where we talk about being a parent or stuff like that, I always love getting advice and hearing other people's thoughts about how, not just how they raise their kids, but you feel me, their opinions and you know, everybody always believes like it's certain traditions, especially in our community. And y'all know how I feel. I feel like everybody different. It isn't no just you know what I mean, one way to do things. So I like to hear how you know, when Sunny, how she raised her kids, Willie, how you handle situations with your kids, Dame, same thing. So I think we should touch on those topics that we did before. You know what I mean, I believe Sunny, you just did a topic about single parenting or you know, single fathers or what have you. Something y'all just did recently.
Oh yeah, I don't think, did we have that discussion? I know we were kind of about that. I wanted to talk about it wasn't about single fathers. It was about how absentee fathers or absentee parents come into their life after they're adults. Like
not that. Are you really a single parent?
Oh yeah.
We
did that one. Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, so you know, I think I missed that one. I believe I missed that one.
Yeah, we had a lot of guests on that one, but yeah, I think you were on hiatus still. That was like one of the last ones that you didn't make.
Yeah, and then I believe we did one before, Willie, where it was we was dealing with this one. I'm trying to look at them now. It was one where we was talking about mental health.
That's a good one.
The mental health one, yeah.
Was it what are you avoiding? I think that was
what are you avoiding?
Yeah, what are you avoiding? Yeah, so that was one of the ones I think we should retouch on as well.
No doubt.
I like some of the ones, actually the recent ones that people have been posting in the group on Facebook. Some of the good ones. Some things on mental health. Like, why are we getting help? I think Willie saw. Did you post that one? Or you just commented?
I might just about.
Okay, I can't remember who posted it. On mental health, like, why are we getting it? Why are we shamed for getting mental health? And parenting is also always a good one, since I'm the newbie of the group with the youngest kids. Because, you know, Willie, he's a grandfather now, and Sonny just kicked your kid out the house, and Clint's still going through growing pains.
My son said, I kick him out every day. He don't go nowhere.
Right.
He tell me to get out. He start yelling and point his door. He tell me to get out all the time.
Right, no doubt.
I'll be looking for y'all for advice, because you know I got a autistic daughter, my oldest daughter. Then my second daughter, she's just angry at the world, except for a baby brother. She loves him. Then I have a newborn baby boy who's 9 months now. He's peeking under the doors now. He's crawling and just peeking under doors. Just what are you
right,
doing?
Rashawn,
What are you doing with your life?
That's definitely a dope topic.
Yeah.
We talked about that a couple times on the show.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to
but I don't think we talked about it live.
Yeah, we definitely have to revisit that. Yeah, it's quite a few shows I do want to touch back on from our past when we were doing audio only shows. Especially those that touch on topics that, like you said, that have been either taboo in our community or have been not, really touched upon a lot. One thing that we did do right this year is I think we did 3 different financial literacy shows. So next year, I definitely want to touch on real estate. I don't know if we're going to call it part of the financial literacy or not, but it's definitely going to be a topic that I want to get out on a show, talking about real estate, talking about real estate investment, and just home ownership in general. I think we actually did a show
about home ownership.
Kind of talked about some home ownership stuff, but we haven't talked about, how to actually purchase a home and how to invest in property and things like that. So I definitely want to get into those topics because most people know generational wealth can be built through property ownership, real estate, and things of that nature, and being able to pass on a home versus this rental mentality that is being pushed upon young people nowadays. So that's one of the big ones that I want to do. Another one I do want to talk through in the future again is definitely I think Smooth might have mentioned it. We were talking about the mental health and the health in general, like Black men's health. Because I think we did a show like 3 or 4 years ago. We did a show about our health and taking care of our health. So one thing that I learned through this pandemic was being sedentary, being in quarantine, how we have to be more conscious and more active. We have to be more conscious about being active, be more conscious about taking care of our health, and being able to and do health improvement things, be it changing your diet, changing the way you eat, or just looking at what your family is doing in general. I mean, our kids learn from us, right? If our kids are overweight, it's probably because either we are overweight or somebody in our family is not practicing good dietary nutrition. So, we definitely have to keep that in mind. We have a generational curses of high blood pressure and
diabetes,
just all kinds of, issues that plague us as a Black people. And so we definitely want to try to break those curses. So I definitely want to do another show on that as well. Yes, actually, Taylor,
we did a couple shows.
Actually recently did investing on one of our shows. I believe it was about 2 months ago. We did a show. It was one of our financial literacy series shows for investing. We talked about stocks. We talked about 401ks. We talked about retirement accounts. Talked all about those things.
That was exactly a month ago too.
We definitely will be talking about those things again in the future because we just want to reiterate them. We want to, whatever's new, whatever new is popping up. So we've actually done 3 financial literacy shows already in the last about 6 months, actually. Less than that. In the last 4 months, we've done 3 shows already just on financial literacy. And we've actually done, I think, 4 to 5 shows in the last year and a half on financial literacy. So
y'all already know how I feel about politics as well. We did quite a few shows over the years. Of course, Aisha. Of course, you could be a guest.
Oh, that was awesome, Aisha. Yeah, we're definitely going to connect with you on that, Dan, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But I also would like to
in the comments our investing show about stocks too.
Okay, and about politics, I feel like one of the things that plays our community when it comes to politics is we're so uneducated. That's why, as far as local politics go, to national politics. So I like, when we had these every time we have discussions on politics, I always feel like they're good because, first of all, because they're informative, but it gets us used to having those conversations. You feel me? Like those conversations are so taboo in our community, because most people in our community think that shit don't affect us. We don't really have no say so. It's really because we don't understand it fully as a community. We don't fully participate in it. So, you know what I mean? That's why we feel so disenfranchised when it comes to it. Y'all know, like, I'm an independent. I feel like, you know what I mean, one person, you know what I mean, one demographic shouldn't be so focused on a particular political party. You know what I mean? Each party should work for our votes. So that's something. What's up, Tasha Brittany? You know what I mean?
I see the doggy. Who's the doggy? I love the doggy.
Peanut.
The man was speaking.
I'm sorry.
Nah, they good.
It's like seeing a baby for me. It's doggy.
Yeah. What's up with y'all?
Hey, nothing. We're just drinking wine, hanging out.
What's up, 412?
Hey, how you doing, Dame? You know,
right.
He's the one that had a girlfriend here in Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah, he was talking.
She's like, no.
So let's ask them. Let's ask y'all. What's some of y'all favorite shows that y'all seen or been a part of?
I've been a part of, right?
Okay, I mean,
some topic.
I like the when the guys answered the question show. I like that. I like game night. I dug the financial literacy shows.
Okay.
I think Brittany feeling it. I'm not judging.
Yeah. For sure. Definitely.
What type of topics do y'all want to hear us talk about in the future? Anything. Don't get on here and get shy now. Grown Folk Talk Radio. Don't get shy now.
Don't get shy now, Brittany.
I'm trying to think.
No, while you think, I do have to agree with Clint.
I'm not your mom.
Right, Rashana?
What you was about to say, Dane? Go ahead.
I said, while Brittany thinks, I feel the air. Clint, you are correct, because in school they just teach us the basic politics and literacy, how things worked out. And me and Willie Styles actually had a conversation off air about, running elections every 2 years or every year in certain areas about certain things in our community, but nobody knows about this. All you hear is about the big election for the president of the United States and the governors. You don't hear about any other runoffs or what they're doing in Georgia, the rules for voting, not voting, and repercussions for people not voting. And most importantly, I forgot another show topic we must go back and watch and go do is game night. I mean, it's not talked about enough. We need to discuss that.
No doubt. We'll definitely be doing game night again. Hopefully the next month or two, we'll definitely pull up another game night.
Yes, game night.
More game night. Tasha agrees.
Yeah, and Clint got to stay. Because he be ditching us out on the game night. I said, you have to participate and be there the whole night.
The last game.
He making moves.
If Clint don't be there, I'm gonna pop up at Clint's house and cut his hair off. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
I'm like, hey Clint, what you doing? I brought wine.
Don't threaten that man.
Without no hair.
Don't threaten Samson.
You ever seen people under the stairs? You feel me? That's exactly where Sonny would be, under the stairs.
That's how you gonna do me? What about my son though? What about my son?
Hey, I'm a good parent. You know I'm a good parent.
You gonna raise him? Okay. At least I know he'll be good.
Right.
No, it's Papa Clint, not Uncle Clint.
I'm gonna bring him and pack his belongings as I come down. I'm gonna poop, let me in and cut your hair off, then I'm gonna die. See you later.
Right.
All right. We're gonna get off now. We're just gonna watch.
Brittany, I'm still waiting on my edibles. You gotta let me know where I'm supposed to catch at. What I gotta do.
Just slide in my DMs.
Whoa.
It's an invitation. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me set my taste. Wine.
But yeah, I got you.
What's ever left in here?
Oh yeah. We'll definitely do a show about healthy relationships, Rashana. We definitely have to talk about some how to be healthy in a relationship and
yeah.
For sure. Probably won't have Smooth on. No.
Nah, y'all really want to know why? Because it's like I just hate people. I just hate giving advice on relationships, and I hate getting advice on relationships because we're all different. You feel me? Certain things that you can deal with. But listen, certain things you would be willing to put up with that I wouldn't. So the advice that you would give me, you telling me from your perspective. So if I try to apply it, and 9 times out of 10 is not going to work because it's coming.
Well, it depends. Sometimes sometimes people get better advice than what they preach. So say I can give you advice, leave that person alone, blah blah blah. But I'm not doing it. But I can tell you because I'm dealing with it. I'm going to tell you to leave it alone because I'm currently. Like I may be currently in it, so I know like you might not want to deal with this. So sometimes I don't think that it should matter or how you differ in your opinions or where you're at mentally in that relationship or where you those type of things.
To be honest with you, like I don't really care about none of y'all relationships. That's on y'all. Like no.
I knew he was going there though.
I'm not even mad. Not even
mad. My thing is, if you're not going to lead that person, then why are you talking to me? Talk to that person so y'all can work out y'all issues. You feel me? I feel like too many times, too many people are searching for ideas and opinions from other people. You feel me? Like my thing is, I'm not worried about what every woman wants. To be honest with you, I don't care what every woman wants. If I'm not courting you, that's the only person I care about. Who opinion or how they feel or how they think. Every other woman is irrelevant at that point. You know what I mean? So like, I don't need an opinion on all women. I don't need an opinion. You feel me? Like, I just don't care. You feel me? I don't care about your relationships. You feel me?
I feel you, bro. Definitely. I mean,
like, I don't think we care that much either. It's just conversation.
I care. If nobody else cares,
like I personally don't like. I'm not investing in what Willie going through with his relationship. I'm not investing in what he's going through. But if it's a general conversation, I think anybody can be able to give their 2 cents in it and how they feel and their perspective on that situation. If it's not personalized, it's not like I'm sitting here saying, "Hey, Clint, your relationship is blah." I don't give a fuck. Like, if you're happy, I'm happy. I don't care. I'm not that emotionally invested in what you're going through.
Exactly. Hey, that's my point. If I'm not emotionally
but you can still give advice without being emotionally invested.
Nah, then how good is the advice? like how really good is the advice at the end of the day? It's like,
I mean, because I think people get bad advice. I think people get bad advice when they're emotionally invested.
My thing is this: say Willie come to me and having an issue in his relationship, right? My advice ain't going to be on a relationship. My advice is going to be about Willie. What are you doing? You know what I mean? What problem? I mean, how can you improve? You feel me? Because I'm not in your relationship. I'm not Willie. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm not going to put up with the same things Willie going to put up with. Willie not going to put up with the same things I would put up with. So my advice at some point is limited. You feel me?
I think that's with everybody though.
Yeah,
because I get to that point. I get to that point with my friends.
Unless I'm being beat up on by my girl, I don't.
But I get to that point with my friends. Like if I'm calling you or you're calling me about the same situation over and over again, I tell anybody, my friends to tell you. I say you like, oh, so we doing that again? Yeah, like I'm good. I don't want to hear nothing about this dude. Like I don't care if that nigga running the business. I'm gonna fuck about him. Like I want to hear his name. Done. Like I get to that point with my friends. I am done. Don't mention this nigga name, his presence, his thought, nothing. Right. Like I get to that point because we already had that conversation 50 billion times. We're not doing it 10 more. Like once I say I'm done, I'm done. But me giving that advice to people that I'm not, and I think that sometimes people give out toxic relationship advice when they are emotionally invested in your relationship. Like they only see it from one side. So if you telling if I'm telling you or anybody one side of the situation, anything you tell me is going to be based off of what I'm telling you. It may not be the whole circumference of what's going on. So me being your friend or me being your family member and I'm emotionally invested in you, I may give you fucked up advice because I'm coming from an emotional place. It may, like, you may be wrong, but you done told me this nigga did this, and this, and I'm coming from fuck him. He ain't shit, but you ain't tell me what you did. Because I'm so emotionally invested in what you got going on that I've only heard that one side of the opinion. So now I'm going straight off of that. So I think when you give out generalization based or personalized in advice without you being emotionally invested is better.
So one thing I wanted to point out, and actually Rashana kind of pointed out too, is that sometimes the advice may not directly be personal, or it may not be fitting for everyone, but sometimes the information or the different viewpoints can be helpful, because I feel like a lot of times we're all going through the same thing on a basic level. We're all kind of going through issues because of, it may be financial, it may be about kids, it may be about the household, it may be about one person not doing something for another person, it may be about not getting reciprocating getting reciprocation of certain love. There's a lot of different things that we all basically go through. So I feel like a lot of times the advice that we can give from a platform's point of view can be helpful on a bigger scale. Now, when it comes to giving people direct advice, kind of to your point, Sonny, is that, if you're emotionally involved or emotionally connected to the situation, sometimes you can give very one-sided advice. But sometimes people are also actually just looking for a different perspective. A lot of times you being from the inside looking out and you're taking things that are happening to you personal, a lot of times you need to bounce it off of somebody else just so that you can hear somebody else say or level set you and say, you know what, you're not really being thoughtful of this, or you're not really taking this into account, or you're really not listening to, and if you're going to the right type of person, now you can't get this kind of advice from everybody. You do have to go to the right kind of person, a person who can either listen and interpret for you what you're not seeing, or a person who may be able to understand they need to see it from both sides and prompt you like, hey, I'm only hearing what you think they're doing wrong. What are you doing wrong? Like, I got a friend that came to me and was telling me everything that their mate was doing wrong. And I'm like, so you didn't prompt this and you didn't discuss this with them beforehand? Because it sounds like something y'all should have discussed beforehand. You know what I'm saying? So without me telling them that, they're looking at everything as like, this problem is all my mate's problem. They're the one that made this happen. They're the one that's screwing this up. But once I started pointing out, what did you do? What did you participate in?
Sometimes you find out that you're the toxic one. Sometimes you find out that you're being toxic. It's not even that person.
That's the point I made, though. That's the point I made, though. Yeah. That's why I said, if Willie come to me for advice or with issues in his relationship, my advice is not going to be directly related to the relationship. It's going to be directly related to what's good with you. So, like, whenever my friends will tell you, like, I don't give relationship advice. You come to me with something you going through, my first reply is you leaving. If you're not going to leave, then when it comes to your relationship, talk to your woman. You feel me? Or your man. Outside of that, like Willie said, what are you doing wrong? Don't come to me telling me that this with all your complaints. I'm not your garbage can. I don't need to hear all your trash. You feel me? I don't want all your trash. Don't come dump that on me. You feel me? Tell me
that's
what
training. It is. It's emotional.
Yeah, that's like yeah. Know what I mean?
I don't bring my trash emotions on that person.
Yeah, because I don't bring my trash to you. I don't bring my trash to nobody. And to Rashana's point, like, that's my point. Like, you know what I mean? That's my advice. You feel me? That's how I'm using my platform. Is stop looking for advice on relationships from everybody else. You feel me? Because sometimes, you feel me? I know. You're right. You're right, Dave. It's something to a relationship topic. You feel me? But
we have to. We're gonna get him on no other way. Shut the hell up, Dame. Whose side you on?
Yeah, like I don't.
It's funny. It's funny.
I just don't care, man.
That's why I know. That's why his face. You saw his face, and the whole time he like this. I ain't even want to talk about this shit. Like, I don't know
right. All right. Well, it's almost. It's not almost. It is just about 11 o'clock. So we are going into.
For 2021, we are definitely changing the intro because I look a ragamuffin. I gotta be cute. Let me get some new hair and I'll be ready.
I said this 3 months ago, but nobody listened to me.
You posted it, so.
Anyhow.
so I agree. I also want to redo it because I look big as heck, and I'm planning on getting smaller. So
then Clint came in with the hoodie, like, listen.
I said this 3 months ago.
Clint.
Nobody listened to me.
Thank you. He was like the best version of himself, and we all like whatever. We just in that bitch. Talking about the intro.
The intro.
I said you probably look the best, and we all look. Me and him look horrible. I had a bad weave. He was looking plus size. It was just not good.
I made this mention 3 to 4 months ago.
I was like a whole BBW.
We look horrible.
I think I had my hoodie on. My hair was tore up from the floor. You feel me? I had to let me get up against this wall, throw this hoodie on.
Clint had the quarantine cut going.
He was always feeling like, listen, hey, I'm in the project killing during the conversation. I'm out this motherfucker.
So we're in the after show. This is when we just freestyle, do whatever we want to do. One thing I did want to touch on before we really got too deep is that
what's the new things we're bringing to?
Say it again.
The new things we're bringing to 2021.
Yeah. We kind of touched on a lot of like the show topics that we're going to bring into 2021. Is there anything else that we want to do in 2021 that we want to tell the people about?
Well, personally, I want to learn how to twerk in 2021. I'm trying to have a loose booty out this motherfucker. I don't know.
Please don't.
Clint, you ain't gotta make that face.
Please don't. Please.
I ain't got no butt. I can't do it. But I'm gonna try. On my own, by myself. I'm gonna practice.
As much as Dane wants to see that, none of the rest of us do.
Jasmine is listening. Please don't.
Like I said, as much as Dane wants to see that, none of the rest of us. So
it was a joke. Shut the hell up. Y'all silly. I just know it's never gonna happen. I'm over it. It's like it's the me learning how to twerk is like me loving Beyonce. It's never gonna happen. So it's just
terrible.
They introduce you back with a crack. We good. We gonna move that back and be done. But for 2021, I think that like for podcast related, I think that the new content with us doing more interviews and us like, branching out all on the same platform to do more, to gain more people in with the different types of they can watch us on Mondays and they can watch us other nights with different things that we're going to be doing. I think that's going to be definitely fun. I want to solo vacation. I've never vacation. Oh, I've done that. I ain't really vacation myself. I went down to see other people that I knew in another town, down south. But I went by myself and I had a ball. I went to a strip club with a bunch of niggas and I had fun. They was like, "Yo, what the hell?" I'm like, "Listen, y'all, listen." When I said I was going, like, I'm like one of the dudes. We was in there acting like all types of dumb. It was fun though. So I highly recommend that. You don't have to deal with the girl problems. I don't know if you're not girls and y'all don't got to deal with the females going on vacation. Sometimes it just ain't right. Like it's just always somebody got an attitude about something. Somebody trying to be controlling. Somebody thought they paid for the whole group to go to a trip. Like you ain't put your money in. It's always some type of problem. So I'm all for a vacation and by yourself.
I'm definitely all for a vacation and by yourself. Vacation whenever you can. Like this pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course I was quarantining most of the pandemic until like August or September when I one trip I had to make to LA to go see a friend of mine. But then after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not about to sit at home anymore, and I'm just gonna do my thing. My kids, of course, they didn't want to travel because they're observing. I'm
trying to find babysitters now.
So I was definitely like, I'm out doing my own thing by myself. I've always done it anyway because I've gone different places by myself to do things. But being able to just kind of get out here.
Exactly right.
That's my thing. Vacationing is love it. So I
think that Jazz definitely, because I think that like I got a lot of friends that would like to do group trips with a bunch of females, and I'm a social person. I get along with everybody. Second Amendment, but I get along.
I think, with me, I'm a gun owner, so I'm gonna get more active with going to the range and all that stuff. But I would like to promote everybody. I know some people got things against guns. But I feel like everybody should get a gun permit, learn how to use a gun.
Get one.
Especially the ladies. You feel me?
One. If I can get one, and my scary ass can get one, y'all can get one.
Yeah, and it was a picture. I just want to tie it all together real quick. I know y'all heard about the King Von, the young man, the rapper. He had got killed, and they had just posted something about his nephew, 4-year-old nephew, getting I guess like a air gun. It looked like a real gun, but it's like an air gun for Christmas. And a lot of people was like, man, why y'all getting these kids? And somebody made a great point. Like a lot of these other races, especially white people. I'm a knife owner too. I love knives. I got knives.
Oh yeah, I got knives.
Yeah, I got a couple, and I got a Louisville slugger.
Axes. I got all that stuff in here. But
I got a wife owner. I'm a wife owner.
I promote everybody learning how to go get it. Teaching kids. There's nothing wrong with your kids learning how to use a gun properly. You feel me? I feel like more.
Jesus. I know that. You know what, cousin?
If more people know how to use it, it'll be a lot less issues with the guns. You know what I mean? So I'm an avid proponent of everybody getting there. If you can. In Jersey is one of the hardest places to get your permit, but I got it.
Wow.
Yeah, I think they told me I can get mine after my last situation.
Yeah, like Jersey is one of the hardest places in the country to get it's damn near impossible to get a carrier's permit. You feel me? But you can get one. Yeah, you can get one for your home, but it's damn near impossible to get a carrier's permit. You'll have to be like in some type of law enforcement, work for some
or
type
security
of security guard,
armed security.
Armed security stuff.
Oh yeah, we don't have it like that here. Yeah,
it's so hard. And
but you know what's crazy? After you're in that situation, they give you information about that.
Yeah, Aisha, it's legal. Yeah, you could teach your kids. You could take your kids to the range. I could take my daughter to the range. She 8. I could take her to the range and learn. Like, I feel like everybody should do that. But yeah, but check this out, Willie. Like Marsville, PA, it's like a hop, skip, and a jump, a rock store away from us.
It's across the bridge from me, like down the street and around the corner.
You feel me? All you got to do in PA, go in there, buy the gun, show them your ID. They do a background check. Boom. That's it.
You got to
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And in Jersey, you got to go to the police station. You got to get fingerprinted. You got to get do a whole background check. A lot of this stuff you got to pay out of pocket. Like you know what I mean? Then they give you the runaround if they feel like they don't want to give you a gun. Like, you know what I mean? It's really hard here. It's really hard here to get a gun. But
every state, and even some states, multiple municipalities have different rules, or multiple counties have different rules. So you definitely have to be conscious of the rules in your state and the rules in your county.
Yeah. And I just found out that you can't get one
guns in your home, as well as concealed, as well as carriers, as well as open carry. All that there's different rules for all different types of carry permits. So, or all
I think New York is
ownership permits rather.
Yeah, and then I just found out that we can't. So my doctor been trying to get me to do the legal marijuana for my migraines. So like, if you get that, you can't have one without. So you got to either have either or.
And then that's another thing that people need to understand. That I'm glad you brought that up, because I was trying to tell a lot of my friends, you feel me, who wanted to go get their gun permits, but at the same time,
they got the legal marijuana,
the medicinal. That I said, bro, you can't do both. I said that's the setup. You go get that card for that medicinal marijuana, they're not going. They're just going immediately. You feel me? Because on the thing it says, do you have any health or disabilities? Know what I mean? Yeah, New Jersey don't even allow a taser. You feel me? Yeah.
But I found that out because it was crazy, because somebody was telling me I could get one, but I was talking to my doctor about my migraines, because I'm frequent with migraines. He'd been trying to get me to do the legal marijuana. I'm like, I don't know about that, whatever. and they told me if I was to do that, I wouldn't be able to get a registered. I wouldn't be able to be a gun owner. So they, I got the application. I just got to fill it out and do what I need to do, and then start going to the gun range to learn how to use said weapon.
Right.
Yeah. And there's so much that come along with it because certain states like New Jersey, like certain states that's legal, like certain guns that's legal, and say in Pennsylvania, you can't bring to New Jersey. You feel me? That you'll get hit with a trafficking charge. You feel me? And the same thing, like when you mentioned New York, the same thing there too. Certain guns, like you know what I mean, certain semi-automatic weapons just not allowed in certain states. So when you get these licenses and stuff, you got to learn and be cognizant of all of that. You know what I mean? Of all of that.
I remember the football player, Plexico Burrs.
Yeah, shot
himself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't understand how he got. What was it? He couldn't carry one, or he didn't have a license. That's why New York hit him with that no gun law.
Yeah,
or put him in prison.
Yeah, he didn't have his license. You feel me?
But he had a gun.
Yeah, you feel me? So, like, yeah. But if you can, do your best to try to get one. Excuse me, because I feel like it's important because I know a lot of people are against guns and stuff like that. I'm
terrified of them.
But my thing is, in this society we live in, you gotta be prepared. You feel me? Prepared, and depending on what type of areas you live in, you feel me? You got to be able to protect yourself. You know what I mean? And then I also feel like I grew up around guns my whole life. Legal, reason why I got my gun license, my dad had his, stuff like that. I've been around guns. So at a young age, I've been around them. So it never excited me. And that's the one thing I think it'll do with other kids, especially in the ghetto. When they first get that gun and they playing around with them guns, and it give them this type of power that they feel inside. But if you teach them early that, this is really just a tool, you know what I mean? A man-made tool, and you teach us the dangerous aspects of it, the proper safety guidelines, a lot less kids will be so, I guess, enamored with the dangerous side of guns. They'll understand how to properly use it. They won't be so, you know what I mean? So when I'm around guns, I'm never nervous. You know what I mean? I was never nervous, or I never got excited or want to do something with a gun, go out, because I grew up around them. You feel me? I had this understanding of them early. You know what I mean? First time I shot a gun, I was 11. You know what I mean? So it was never nothing that was, make me want to go out there and do something crazy. You feel me? So I feel like if we teach our kids young about the pluses and minuses of owning a gun, a lot less will happen in the hood.
Yeah. And plus you got to protect yourself from break-ins and all that stuff. I know, like people, that's why everybody I know my friends have all been suggesting I get a license because I live with me and my child. And it's like, if somebody, like, I got cameras and shit, but like, what happens, and the police take forever to get to black folk house. So it's like,
Yeah. And I always implore women, you feel me, to I think more women should own guns. You feel me?
No doubt.
Yeah, I feel like, I try to tell my mom, my mom hate guns, like her father, my grandfather, he was murdered, by a gun. He was actually killed by a woman, shot 5 times, but he was a cop, a detective, you know what I mean? So you feel me? Like, she just hate guns, but I be wanting her, like, Mom, get one, learn how to shoot one. But you know what I mean? She totally against it. All good, Naisha. What's up, sis?
No.
You know what I mean?
No, the people who I'm not comfortable with around guns is people I don't know, and people who are not stable. Those are people I kind of worry about when I'm around guns. I'll be looking over my shoulder like, what's this joker doing? But people that I do know, that know how to handle a weapon, I ain't looking on my shoulder. I know they got it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just be nervous because you got kids in the house. That's what I mean. You got locked boxes and stuff like that. But for me, my son is good with. He paid attention one time. He got it. Like, ain't
Oh right, yeah.
Like he's
you
not
definitely have to teach him safety.
socially on point,
but you lock things up.
He's
keep it
socially
out of their reach, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
On point, but that thing he'll get, like he pay attention very closely, and it could take one time of him paying attention to me. Now he knows.
Right.
Yeah,
no doubt.
But like that part worries me. But you know, I understand the need of protecting my household.
Yeah, and because like I mean, people are like people sick out here, bro. So if they see any type of vulnerability that they could take advantage of, you feel me? They gonna come for you. You know what I mean? Any type of weakness that they could take advantage of, they gonna come for you. You feel me? Especially how where we from. Y'all wilding in the private chat. I'm gonna just let y'all know. But like Willie, I'm sitting there looking at like what the hell. But
whatever the queen wants. Hey, whatever the queen wants. Simple task.
But yeah, I feel like most women, you know what I mean. But the thing is,
but like I
do believe mental background checks are necessary. That's why I feel like all cops should have
be having licenses.
Yeah, they should. It should be a thorough mental background because everybody, everybody not stable enough. Like Dane was just mentioning, not mentally stable enough to carry a gun. You feel me? We all know that one friend who get too excited with that type shit and want to do stupid stuff. So like,
right.
I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like definitely that part, like mental background checks should be on the top of the list in order to get a gun.
Right. No doubt. I agree with that too. Because definitely we got too many people out here just shooting out of fear instead of shooting with
purpose.
With purpose, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's ridiculous. So yeah, no doubt. All right, so 2020 is almost coming to a close. I don't do resolutions or nothing like that, but
I don't have a resolution, but I have a word going into 2020.
Okay.
And I posted on my Facebook. My word for 2021 will be boundaries.
Okay, no doubt.
Because I lack, for me personally, I lack boundaries with folks. I'm more of and as much people say I'm mean, like a lot of people, I am mean. I am. But it's hard to be mean to people that you love and that you're always around, or people that you give a fuck about. You like try to be nice and be mindful of their feelings, so you don't really be as mean as I am to people I don't know. So for me, I have a bad habit of not setting boundaries for folks. And I've been setting them the last couple of months, and I've been at peace. So I feel like in 2021, I'm going to live my life like nobody's watching, even though people are.
Right.
And I'm going to set boundaries for folks, period. Because I feel like I need to, because everybody's gotten in a comfortability level to be a certain way with me, and it's not acceptable. It's not conducive for me. And rather than hold my feelings into them bursts later on, or for me to lash out when enough is enough, I'd rather set those boundaries so you don't have to cross that line with me, because it's going to be a repercussion. So I think boundaries is a big thing for a lot of people.
Yeah, no doubt. Smooth.
Yeah, I don't really believe in no resolutions. If I'm gonna do something, you know what I mean, start now, not wait till the beginning of the year.
That's why I started mine after my last two.
The one thing going into 2021 that's different, I've been real quiet about it. I ain't really touch on it much until recently. About me being in school, going back to college, trying to get my degree. So, I've been started in March, this past March. That's when I started. And so my thing is just to continue that, finish, finish strong on that. My thing is continue improving. So, I improved through this pandemic. So if things ease up and things get better, you know what I mean? And it's coming from somebody who lost one of his businesses during the pandemic. And yet I I've improved. You know what I mean? I've made progress. So there's no excuse for me going forward to not continue that progress. You know what I mean? Only excuse is if something happened to me with my health. That's it. Outside of that, you feel me? My thing is just to maintain positive progress, you know, and just keep striving forward. You know what I mean? I feel like I can do more and I should be doing more. So that's my thing. Be better and be more. You feel me? If I'm, you know, hers is boundaries, mine's is be better, be more. You feel me? I can be better and I can be more than what I am. So be that.
No. Dame, you got something?
Not a resolution, but continue to do what I'm doing. Try to be a better father, husband. What I've been doing is cutting the negativity out of my life. Facebook. No, seriously.
No, sorry.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. I know, I'm just messing. I've been not secretly, but I've just been cutting people out of my life that's been really negative. Been, you know, they don't see anything good in their life. Like, it has to be something good. You will not be a happy person if you're always miserable, always seeing a negativity in something.
And miserable people are dangerous.
Yeah, that's why. And I've been trying to be more accountable to myself. Like, instead of trying to see, like, who can I put the blame on for me not succeeding? Just take the blame for yourself. Don't stop putting it on other people. Like, well, I didn't do this because, wait, I'm still responsible for this. No, I'm put myself accountable. I should have did a better job of X, Y, Z. Doesn't matter what it is. Just put it on yourself and move forward and try to better yourself. Because once you better yourself, you better the people around you too.
No doubt. So for me, I
gotta say it first. You gotta say it first.
I already did. I started off with that. That's also my beginning. I was like, I don't do resolutions, but Sonny took it from there. Naisha says that for her, 2021 is accomplishing goals silently. Too many times I would say what I want to do for validation from family and friends. So now I just want to do it, and all will be revealed in God's perfect timing. Indeed. 2020 was a game changer, and being stagnant is no longer an option. Agreed, Naisha, because that's definitely something that people do. I won't say it's a mistake or that it's the bad thing to do, but I do believe that when you do move in silence, you move with more purpose, you move with less resistance, and there's an air and a vibe around you that doesn't get broken because somebody's judging you or somebody's trying to discourage you and all that kind of thing. Because that's what happens when you put your ideas out there. A lot of time you open them up for opinion and speculation and people. What's the word? I'm drawing a blank on the word I want to use, but basically people wanting to give their opinion on what you should do and how you should do it.
Exactly.
And a lot of times you just don't need that, while you're trying to strive in your goals. So I think that a lot of times that, like you said, moving in silence, it just helps. It just makes things a lot smoother. And Aisha agrees. For me, it's a combination of things that Smooth just said. Biggest thing for me is doing more. I already do a lot, at least in my opinion. A lot of people tell me I do too much because I'm always constantly doing things.
Yep.
But in my mind, I still have these down times, and I wanna be able to pick up that pace and be focused more on the things that I want to do and the things I want to accomplish. Also completion. One thing about me is I'm a procrastinator and I'm a perfectionist. So a lot of times I want to wait until I absolutely have to do something. But then once I start doing that, once I start doing that thing, I literally want it to be perfect. And I want it to be so perfect to the point that I don't finish because I'm constantly still trying to evolve it, trying to make it better. I mean, literally, I was working on this podcast platform migration for the last like 4 days. And a lot of it's been perfecting everything that I was doing 2 steps ago, going back to it and trying to finish something or trying to make something better that I was doing. I've caught a few mistakes or issues that would have looked bad later or would have been a little more challenging to fix later. But if a lot of times if I just go through and just finish something, it would just be done, right? And then you know I can go back and perfect it or improve on it later. But the biggest thing is I want to be able to complete things. I want to be able to see things to completion. It's something I've actually been working on for years, and I've gotten better in certain areas at doing that. But a lot of it is just making sure that. I can show y'all what they just posted in the chat. Just rude. But anyway, like I said, the biggest thing is I want to be able to finish these things. And,
my eyes
I'm going to finish what I'm talking about now.
I'm listening.
If nothing else,
listen, Linda. Listen.
We are a family up here for sure. Nobody's immune to pettiness. Nobody's immune to getting cut. Nobody's immune. It's believe me, Brett. It's always something. It's always something. She says, "I want to take better care of myself. I want to get into better shape. I put so much.
I'm like real tears right now.
I put it into my roles as a wife, mother, caregiver, etc. I really want to do some things for myself and my inner peace.
Exactly.
Definitely. I feel you.
I feel that.
Definitely.
I think Willie, you have brought it up before. Excuse me, when we was talking about pouring into each other, and we had mentioned Will Smith because I brought that up before too about his relationship, and one of the things he was saying about, in order to make somebody else happy, you have to be happy yourself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So you can't keep to her point, like you can't keep pouring into everything else and not pouring into yourself. Pour into yourself first, fill yourself up first, and then you can be a better parent. You can be a better wife. You can be better at all things because you're filled first. You know what I mean? Like we talked before, I come to me happy. Don't let nobody else be responsible for your happiness.
Exactly.
Be responsible for your own happiness. You know what I mean? Take ownership.
And that's where I'm at. Like I feel like I'm at that point in my life where I feel like I'm working on me. And as much as I talk to people and people can't, some people understand what I'm talking about, some people don't, because how they don't because of what their response is to that. Like if somebody approaches me like, hey, are you single, blah, blah, like, nah, I'm chilling, I'm working on me. Well, you might need needs. You might have needs. Like nobody's worried about that. Mm-hmm. Like I'm in the process of fixing myself because I don't want to repeat the cycle that I've been repeating for years. Like I said, when I went through my last situation, when I got to take a step back and look at everything that I had been through, not even that situation, but before, I noticed a pattern. And that's the thing that I think a lot of people don't realize. You got to take a time and look at yourself because sometimes it's not everybody. It's you.
Mm-hmm, no doubt.
And one of my friends just sent us a link about, and it was crazy because it was talking about how, and I said this, I just want him to leave me alone. And in this,
that was a good one.
Speech, the guy was talking about, hey, sweetheart, the people were talking about him letting you go. And it's like, why would a narcissist or a toxic person let you go if they get to be exactly who the hell they are unapologetically and you're still there?
Right.
Why would they let you go? You are everything that they want because you're allowing them to be exactly who they are. Their true self. Ain't shit. True self. Or full-on narcissistic self, and you're accepting of this. Why would they leave you alone? Because they done did everything to you and you're still there.
Right.
Trying to figure out why he won't let you go. And it's like, why won't you let them go?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that people miss that. And that's why I think we need to have a show on this too. Why do people want broken people? And it's like, is that a red flag? This might want you while you're completely broken. And in the process of healing yourself. And it's like, some people could love you through your healing process, but at the same time, are they going to love you enough to let you heal before they walk into a situation? And that's the thing. Like, I feel like for me this year or towards the end of this year, I'm learning a lot about me.
Right.
So into next year, I'm not ready to jump into nothing. I'm still learning about me and how to fix me. Like Clint said, and like Will and Jada said, I want to be happy before I get to anybody else. I was unhappy multiple times jumping into stuff. I want to be authentically like how I used to be, happy with myself, and I don't need you to lift me up. I'm already there. So if you're not going to add on to my being happy, there's no purpose of you. So I think that's what a lot of people need to be doing.
Right.
Is working on themselves. It's a lot of broken people. A lot of broken people need to work on themselves, whether it's therapy, whatever it is, whatever you need to do to get back to you and being happy within yourself. And that's a lot of people aren't happy being single.
True that.
You have to be happy with yourself and happy with being single before you can jump into something else. And I need to be happy with me. I'm certainly happy with being single, but I need to be happy with being me and loving me, because if I love me like I should, I'm not accepting none of your bullshit.
I got a question for Sunny. I want to piggyback off Joy. Since she's not here, who is Sunny? She asked Will that question.
Who are you? Sunny?
Yeah, who is Sunny?
I'm a lot of things. Technically, I'm a mom. I'm just a bunch of stuff. But at the same time, I feel like I'm a person that wears their heart on their sleeve. I'm unapologetically myself. And at the same time, if I love you, you're mine. And I'm invested. Like that's part of my thing. I was the person that wanted to prove my worth to you, to whoever it was. I was always the person that I want to prove that I'm worthy of you. And that's why when we asked the question in the group about, I forget what it was, I was the person that always wanted to prove that I was wifey material. I was wanting to prove that I was girlfriend material. I wanted to prove that I was worthy of being loved. And forgetting that I'm already worthy, like me as a person, I'm worthy of being loved. Either you're gonna see my worth or you're not. And I need to not be that person. I don't need that person that needs you to see that I need to be loved. You're gonna see that from the gate.
Right.
That I am worthy of all of that. Either you're gonna give it to me or I'm not gonna be bothered for you.
Damn, I like that question. I think I want everybody on this show and everybody in the comments to ask themselves that same question.
Yeah.
Who are you? I always say,
I'm still learning.
I always say, y'all know my favorite thing. The mirror is the most scariest place in the world. The mirror is the most.
And that's the thing. And Clint,
see how she just popped up with made the mirror be your best friend. I always say the mirror.
Oh yeah,
the scariest,
the
and that's the thing, though, Clint. The other day,
mirror. Hold on, let me finish. The mirror is the scariest place in the world because you have to truly confront yourself and all your flaws. You know what I mean? And most of us, you know what I mean? The majority of us are not truly honest with ourselves a lot of times when we look in that mirror. You know what I mean? But the mirror not gonna hide no flaws. You gonna always know. Like Willie was just honest with all of us when he just said, you know what I mean? He procrastinates. You know what I mean? Me, like I'm incredibly flawed. I feel like I could do it. You know what I mean? I feel like I procrastinate. I feel like, I know I can be so much better than what I am, but I don't, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm too laissez-faire with it. You know what I mean? I go with the flow sometimes, and when I really should put the foot to that gas pedal and go 1,000 miles per hour. Because every time I do that with my back against the wall, I show up and show out. But
that's me.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But but for whatever reason, I always wait till my back is up against the wall, which is my daughter who's just on here. She can't afford for me to wait till my back up against the wall to be the best parent I can be. You know what I mean? So that's something I really need to correct within myself in all aspects. So I think everybody should really get to know themselves. You know, too many times we don't know ourselves, and yet we want to go into relationships or what have you, expecting things from people when we don't even know what we want for ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that should be the first thing all of us should really take stock in and do going forward.
That's your homework assignment for 2021.
But to kind of piggyback off what you said, it's funny because when I think about the last maybe 9 months of this year, when I tell you the last time I looked in the mirror and really looked at myself, I couldn't even tell you when that was. Like, that's the crazy part. Like, when you can't look in the mirror and look at yourself and see yourself, like, I walked by it with a glimpse of myself and didn't recognize who I saw.
Rashana, that's deep right there.
Like, that's the crazy thing.
Now, I got a question. I mean, it's a question I always ask people who are in relationships. Are these flaws something that you can relive with? Like, you make a list, certain things that you will let pass, certain things you can and can't live with or without. Now, ask yourself that same question. Like, are these flaws something I can live with? Change, leave it alone. If you can't, change it, because it's you now. It's just you and yourself.
Oh, you say ask yourself
that same question.
Flaws. Yeah, create a list of your own flaws. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, if it's something you can change, something you can't live with, change it. If you can't live with it, like, if you don't mind being a procrastinator, if it's not something detrimental, that's up to you if you want to change it.
Yeah, so Rashonda said that for her, she's over finding comfort in the brokenness in herself. It's crazy how she used pain and dysfunction as a crutch to get through life. And yeah, that's big. That's big. I mean, and a lot of people do use pain and dysfunction, not only to get through life, to get through relationships, to get through jobs, to get through a lot of things. So there's so many aspects to that and so many pieces to that. That's huge. So it's huge to recognize that. I mean, a lot of the things that we're talking about are things that you and even Dame's list, making. It's about not being in denial of what the real you is, not being in denial. And you don't have to just list flaws. You can list good things too. What are your good qualities? What makes you?
I'm on time as the black person. There
you go. What makes you the best you? Because those are things that you either need to continue or you need to improve upon even further, or just, let shine more. Because a lot of times our best attributes sometimes are things that we push to the side or things that we try to hide just because we may not think that somebody's appreciating it. You know what I mean? So we have to do better at recognizing the things that people do appreciate us for. I mean, I know one thing that I've always taken for granted, and only until probably doing this podcast in the last few years, one thing that I didn't realize is that I was able to listen to people and interpret or figure out things that they're going through or that they're dealing with, and being able to help them push through that and say, look, walk through those things. That's something that, I never thought was an attribute that was a positive attribute. I just thought it was just a thing, right? A lot of people will find out that they're, good at something that they may be pushing to the side because it's overshadowed by something else. So recognize things that are being overshadowed by other things. Like Sonny saying, hey, I'm on time usually, but she may be feeling like she's not prepared. And she may feel like, being unprepared is overshadowing being on time. But being on time is still an attribute that we can appreciate. So,
and to piggyback off what the good brother was just saying, sometimes I tend to do this a lot, and it's cost me a lot in life. And sometimes I dim my light because I didn't want to overshadow, or I didn't want to outshine somebody else. So I dim my light. I let other people's insecurities affect me. And then in turn, I became insecure of some of my, good qualities.
Right.
You feel me? So that was one thing, like it's a crazy cycle. You could, I remember having a conversation with one of my friends before, and I was like, man, I can do so much more. I can do this. that, and the third. But I notice when I'm around certain people you love, like sometimes they get offended. They get, their insecurities show when you shine. You know what I mean? So I tended to not let what I do best shine. Right. You know what I mean? And it hurt me a lot in life. You feel me? For me trying to be a better, so-called better friend, where instead of being the best me, and if me being the best me calls me a friend, then fuck that friend. That's that. You know what I mean? But that's real. And to what Rashana was saying, that's so true, because I use pain. Now I mean, I let getting sick and stuff affect how I moved. You feel me? And instead of, I was looking for people to like in the beginning, I was looking for people to understand what I was going through. But know what I mean? I didn't. But I didn't want
that's Sonny's fault this time. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
You know what I mean? But yeah, know what I mean? Don't make me lose my train of thought. But no. What I was saying was, stop dimming your light, stop using your pain, stop trying to get other people to understand what you're going through. Fuck what they don't understand. You know what I mean? You dealing with it. You deal with it. You feel me?
And I just made a post about that in our group, about people being cognitive of other people's feelings and not dismissing them because of what they think is supposed to be, how that person should react. Like you should be mindful of other people's feelings. How you feel in the situation doesn't equate to how somebody else should feel.
Right, no doubt.
Your feelings are 100% valid, and people have a bad habit of dismissing other people's feelings because they feel like it's supposed to be a certain way.
But stop trying to get. My point is, stop trying to get everybody or anybody to understand your feelings.
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah,
like
that too. That part.
I mean, just deal with your feelings. You feel me? So like I got past the point of trying to get other people to understand what I'm going through. You know what I mean? It's not for them to understand. It's for me to deal with. I gotta live it. So you know what I mean? I gotta do what I gotta do to live the best way through it. And I can't concern myself with other people's feelings when it comes to that. You know what I mean? To my happiness, I just can't at this point in time. You feel me? And I don't want to do that to anybody else. You feel me? I don't want to do that to anybody else. So if anybody, like any one of my friends, they going through something, and if I can't relate to it at that time, you feel me? I just fall back. The love is love, but you know what I mean? It's just not meant for me to be in that season with them.
Right. No doubt. All right. Well, it's about that time, and we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this show while we wrap up 2020. We got 3 more days until officially wrapping it up. Till then, make sure y'all take care of each other, take care of your loved ones, and make sure you always check us out every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Sonny?
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D, 1/3 of the podcast. You already know. And you can follow me on my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter and TikTok at I'm about to say GFT. Motherfucker. I am Sunny_D, and my blog, unreservedlyme.com.
No doubt. And Smooth.
Y'all already know. Y'all can catch me on Twitter at eTrentonGroomy. You can visit my blog at akingstruth.com. I'm trying to get more sociable again, but I really don't want to. But I'm on Snapchat again at A King's Truth, so holla at me.
No doubt. Yeah, I saw your latest Snapchat post. I was like, oh, you back. No doubt. Word up. I'm going to read this last one from Naisha. I thought I saw a couple of things that was good in there. She says, the one thing that fuels me is when I meet people, they are so enamored by my ambition and tenacity. That happens a lot, but it made me extremely uncomfortable because self-doubt seeped in. It made me devalue my true worth. Whenever in doubt, I look up Aja King's speech at Essence Women's Luncheon on YouTube. Each time I want to self-sabotage, I listen to her powerful speech. That was what that other show was about, Smooth. It was self-sabotaging. Okay. So definitely, man, that's huge. Make sure y'all look up that speech. It sounds like it's very inspiring. Naisha, we appreciate you too. Love you too. And definitely
hi, Sissy.
Appreciate everybody that's on there. Happy New Year to everyone. And make sure you get at me. It's your boy Willie Styles. I'm at Willie Styles everywhere. IG, Twitter, TikTok. I'm also Willie.Styles on Snapchat. I usually don't post there, but you can come follow me anyway. I'm Willie Styles 94 on Twitch. Visit me at stylesradio.com for all the hot tracks that I'm listening to each week. I haven't really posted anything there this week. I haven't really had time to listen to music, but I'll be back on there, first thing in the first of the year. WillieStyles.info. That's where all my links are. You can catch everything that I talk about, everything that I do, every place that I'm at. You can catch that over there. So definitely get at me on WillieStyles.info.
Silky Dame.
Do we have to?
He's just mad.
Willie trying to go. All right, bye, y'all.
I know. You can catch me at.
He's trying to part the Red Sea. Get out of here.
You can catch me later. I'll talk to y'all next week, next year. Talk to y'all later.
See y'all next year, motherfuckers.
Right. Oh, I know. Pushed the wrong button. My bad.
Willie trying to be like,
yeah,
y'all in 2021. You know what I mean?
See y'all then.
7.
Hey guys, it's your girl Sunny D, 1/3 of the podcast GFT Radio Show.
What up, though? It's your boy Willie Styles from the GFT Radio Show. Just letting you know you can catch us every Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern.
And to get some merch, I got some on right now. Go to teesprings.com/stores/GFT Radio.
Grown Folk Talk Radio. Join the conversation. Let's have some fun. Holla.